All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, update on the Journey situation coming, a few thoughts. Twitter, the trolls, the bots, the paid for influencers, disruptors. Before I go there, here is Hydra, baby. If you like Toto, you probably will like Hydra, okay? Their album Point Break came out last year. I made a few converts. People are like, yeah, man, I like Hydra. I went jogging the other day and I was listening to Hydra the whole time. So good for you. There's the album cover there, Point Break. Again, if you like Toto, I think you might like Hydra. Toto on tour with Journey. Journey right now out in California. And Neal Schon on Twitter dealing with trolls and bots and influencers and all the stuff that, kept me from staying on social media. Seriously, people, I have a Facebook account. I don't use it. All right. I have an Instagram account. I don't use it. I signed up for Gab. I barely use it. I think I'm also on Getter. Yeah, Getter. I don't really use it. But Neal Schon on Twitter, pretty interesting. People said they were watching him battle it out with somebody, and at one point, I think he may have tweeted out that video, that forbidden video, where I got all dramatic, and I'm not saying who it is or who it's about, but holy crap, Batman, it was a scary video, and I've watched it a few times, and I'm still scared. I'm scared for this band. I'm scared for their safety, and I'm also scared for the future of this band. I mean, will they be taken over? Will it be some kind of a hostile takeover? Now, if you think it's hyperbole or I'm looking for views, I don't get any views compared to everybody else. I get a couple of thousand views on a video. And, I've done my job. Some of the videos, they stay out there and they do pretty well. But most of them are for that period of time, and they don't make sense to people 2 or 3 years later. It's like doing the news, April of 2023, and Journey battling out with people who are trying to take them down. Now, again, Neal Schon at one point, I think, called somebody a scum, which I don't know. I think it's a mild term compared to what I've been reading on other social media sites. He's still got the Freedom Tour promotion out there. Now, the pictures coming in from these shows, Stockton, California, Jonathan Cain smiling, looking very happy. There's a picture of all three guys playing guitars with John next to Neal, and again, this is kind of unusual because they were on opposite sides of the stage a few weeks ago. Not even a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. But now you got Todd Jensen out there playing bass, and the three of them out there. People smiling. Arnell looking happy out there. Of course, there's been some weird stuff with Arnell, which probably would be another video. I've talked about, I think Arnell should just stay out of stuff and just let whatever is happening play itself out. Don't take a side, don't take a side. Just get out there and do what you do. But, people posting the usual stuff about documentaries regarding Journey. Great pictures of Neal. Neal gets some great photos. I think his wife does most of the photography, and she's doing a good job. She's getting some really good shots. Or maybe the band has a professional photographer at this point. I don't know. But, Neal just, if you go through here, he said, hired scum, blank, heels to twist public perception. I don't know about heels. I don't know really how that fits there. Anyone have a guess who is really behind it? He goes, I already know. And the person says, yes, we have screenshots cut and pasted to look like real Twitter accounts, have said things, or the screen name is just, oh, so slightly different. Person says, stupid arse hats. Could be somebody from Great Britain. Truly think people like that are just miserable in their own thoughts. Must be terrible. You know, I've been saying this for years. What kind of person lives to just cut you apart? So either the person has problems, or this is technology, artificial intelligence, which is programmed to harass you and to hurt you and to demean and belittle. And this person, they're accused of being in love with Neal Schon and all this crap. And Neal is married, so I think everybody knows that Neal's not available. And you can defend somebody without it being something else. This is the way of the world right now. Oh, you must have a crush on this person. Oh, you must be involved with them somehow. No, it's like people, when I promote bands that are on the Frontiers music label, they all go, oh, so you're working for Frontiers, huh? No, I'm not. I wish they would send me money, but no, I'm not working for Frontiers, but I do like a lot of their artists. I know how you would get that impression because they put out a lot of stuff, and my motto with Frontiers is they throw a lot of product at the wall and some of it sticks, and good for them for keeping the industry alive. They've got the new Journey Through Time album coming out on Frontiers. So, say what you want about Frontiers. Say what you want about me. Say what you want about Neal. Say what you want, period. But the moral of this story is people need just sanity, okay? And they need to get off this constant social media merry-go-round. I'm actually surprised. I mean, some of the patrons I have, they do great work. They dig up things and they send it to me. And I'm like, man, this takes full devotion to be on here all day to find this stuff. You got to be getting notifications from all these different places. And my phone, I bury that sucker. I put that thing in a drawer. I turn it off, or I, at least not have the notifications going off. And lo and behold, the other morning here in Florida, we had an emergency alert that went off at 4:45 a.m. It was a mistake, but my phone blew up like it was an Amber Alert. So yeah, I don't want to be overly distracted. I know I'm kind of a, what do they call it? Boomer. I know I'm not somebody who wants to be fully engaged with this 24 hours a day. I just don't. I need to sleep. I need to have some family time. I need to recharge in some ways, just to get out of the house, maybe read a book. Like I always say, read something. But I don't know. That's why I think these people are probably either paid or these aren't people. And we know, based on what good old Elon Musk says, that this stuff is going to go crazy if we allow it to go crazy, and could be the end of humanity. Oh, that's really good news, right? Yeah, it could be the end, because the AI will just say, these pesky humans, we don't really need them. So it's going to go well beyond the insults and, in some cases, threatening people. And by the way, that wasn't a troll that did the threatening. That video that I alluded to, I think Neal Schon posted as well. And people, when they watch that video, they come back to me and they say, oh my, this is far worse than just, you can have an opinion on this. Maybe you think this particular version of faith, if you want to call it that, is okay. And there are some people within that movement who I think are fine. I may not agree with their theology, but to say what you said, and if you're going to say it's out of context, even if this is out of context, this is stuff you don't say out loud. You just don't. You need an off switch. You need somebody to go tap you on the shoulder and go, yeah, no, you can't say that. That's crazy. And, Neal Schon, this is his band, okay? His band, it's John's band too, but it's more Neal's band in my humble opinion, because Neal was there at the beginning. He is the founder. He is the only original member left in Journey. And I think that speaks to a lot of other classic rock bands that have the same issue where they have one, in some cases they have no original members. But Neal is the flag bearer. He is the guy who's carrying the torch, and he loves to play. These pictures show they're having a great time on stage. This is a labor of love for some of these guys. I know maybe a couple guys on stage, they might just be happy with the paycheck, but I know at least two of the guys in this band are just thankful to be there and grateful that they can still perform this music. And I think that's what needs to be emphasized. As far as the trolling stuff goes, I tell you what, it's an alibi. Anybody who says that, hey, he's just paranoid, well, he's got plenty of reasons to be paranoid, whether you think he's too paranoid or not. I've been saying this for a while. So what if he's paranoid? I'd be paranoid too. I'd be hiring the extra security. I would say, hey, Neal, I know you want to take your wife out to dinner tonight, really fancy restaurant. Maybe, call some DoorDash in or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a little extreme for a rock star to get DoorDash. And then, spend the rest of the money on the best security team you can possibly have for this band. That's what I would do. Oh, it's just silly. You're just, no, go watch the video. Go watch the video. If you think it's silly, go watch the video and then get back to me and tell me it's still silly, right? I mean, better to be safe than sorry. And in this case, better to be alive than dead. How's that? All right. So anyway, let me do another shameless promotion for Hydra from the Frontiers music label. Revelation Saints is out too. I got to get a copy of that so I can promote that. Yeah, Dean Castronovo. It's a great album. I did a review for it, and I think you're going to like that one too. And I will be promoting that. In the meantime, folks, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Patreon. I need help on Patreon for $1 a month. The algorithm, I'm always pushing against it. Even when the view totals go up, it seems revenue goes down. It's kind of weird how that works. You would think, people would be watching and therefore you would generate more revenue. I hate to say it, but if people watch the ads, and I know I hate advertising too, but if you watch the ads, I think things work out a little better. So look, at the very least, watch the ads, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Those are all the things that break the algorithm and push it in the right direction. I don't back sell enough on this stuff because it's not my thing. I don't like begging for money. I had a couple of people say, it just sounds like you're always asking for money. I don't like to do that. That's not my thing. I've got a few very generous supporters on Patreon and in a couple other places that have helped me out a lot, especially in hard times because things ebb and flow. I would need a few more of those people to make me feel happy about the future. But if you just do your part, a couple of dollars, or just, again, I'm rambling. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, like the videos, and maybe watch a couple of advertisements. And that helps things out. All right, people, I'm done. Thanks again. God bless you all. And I will talk to you soon.